Lambeau Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football game.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll run it again. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pressure coming.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit. Return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that is just a gut punch.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield, and
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The 40, past the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play by the most athletic players on the field.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just... thrown away. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
It'll be a draw. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Second down now after the sack. Leaves it with the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Escapes the sack. Gets away. Still running at the 40. And it's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. From the gun. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They knock him down right there. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. The give to the lone running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there. Tough. Got hit as he threw the football. Forced the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Texas A&M going quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brewer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out. Stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They didn't block the punt, but the pressure definitely affected him as he got that one away. That nifty return sets up gates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. When the offense is playing great, defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Mayo. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Offense.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Still looking on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Only 15 seconds left here in the first half. Would they try to get a score before the break? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going with the counter play here. He locked up and held on to bring him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able
down at the 13, and it's
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Makes the grab down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd and less than a yard. Ball right at the 20. Looking to throw for it. He makes the connection. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Aggies will punt this one away.
Number 30 in punt formation to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Texas
Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. It's Cole. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The run from the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Makes a man miss. Gets that thing. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
The give to the fullback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that 1st down for you.
The give as they work on that clock. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the outside to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they...
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 35 to Ohio. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got it! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. you have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.